hop in your car and come get in my bed. Nah, you not tripping. You heard what I say. You think I'm playing, huh? You better come correct. Cause shorty breaking necks. If I were you, I'd watch my step. I'm not your average. Vibrations on a bezel make me more than a bad bitch. Height ain't my aesthetic, but I move like a stallion. I said, do you want it? He said, babe, shoot the addy. Just be ready for daddy. I strip down the way you like, yeah. So you can see me drip beneath the candlelight. I know what to do when it's that time, yeah. We're rolling on your dime, so tell me how I should slide. Anytime you need me, want me, call me, I'm on the way. You ain't even gotta say a thing. And anytime you want me.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Resiliency podcast. We got E in the building tonight, you know, a hot up and coming artist, you know what I'm saying? She got a new music video out, she killing it right now. She got new music about to come, and she also got music out right now. How we feeling tonight?
Man, we feeling good. We feeling great.
Man, excited to have you, man. First female on the podcast, you know what I'm saying?
All
So
right.
you just broke a milestone right there,
All
real
right.
talk, because, hopefully, get some of y'all women out there, you know what I'm saying? If you got something going, you on your grind, you know what I mean? Come on, tap in with us at Resiliency podcast. We're going to get you right, so.
Tap in, tap in.
Man, just jumping in, man. Tell me about the new music video you got out right now on YouTube, man. How was that? And how was that process in making that video?
Sheesh, now listen, like, the music shit's not easy, all right? It's not easy.
That's real.
So really, like, it was just a collaborative process. Like, I really got, like, a really solid team that helped me. Like, I did it on my own for the most part, but, like, I had, like, a few select people that really came through for me, like, on the hair and makeup last minute. Like, I had a really good deal, like, with the Airbnb type shit, like, just to make that shit pop, like, for the night. Like,
That's real.
really, like, it was just a big collaborative process. Like, it was crunch time. Like, I got it in. Like, it cost me a little change. But at the end of the day, like, you see what it did.
Right, invest in yourself, man. I'm talking about, we had, close to 4,000 views already in 1 week?
Sheesh.
Run up the numbers. Hey, run up the numbers, huh?
Yeah, you OD.
Man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's crazy. 4,000 views in a week. Man, how that feel?
Honestly, like, I'm very, very, very humbled by it. Like I really am humbled by it. I take it, like, not with a grain of salt, but, like, I take it like I'm moving in the right direction. Like, it's a path that I'm on, and, like, I'm seeing ever since I, like, really said, Effie, I'm gonna do this. It's been working for me. And the people been supporting. Like, I got people that tell me they're fans, and, like, it just be hitting me like, you're a fan? Like, people I done went to school with. Like, I done sat in the classroom with. Like, they like, yo, I'm a fan. Like, I listen to your music. I remember when you were rapping in the hallway, and I'd be sitting here like, bruh, like, I appreciate it, bruh. Like, it's like, I take all of it, like, very, very, very gracefully. Like, I appreciate all the support, and they don't go unnoticed. Like, if I go to the top, like, I'm taking my city with me. That's, like, for real, for real.
That's real. Man, that's real right there, man. And, just that support, like I say, man, it gotta mean a lot. Cause I'm sure, like you say, going back to rapping in the hallways, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk about that and, just like really just deciding you're gonna pursue this music, you know what I'm saying? Cause, that's a big step.
Oh, man.
Like, what made you decide that?
Well, really, like, I started rapping at, like, I want to say, like, 9. Like, I had to be, like, 9. Like, I was always in trouble. Like, I ain't never really have a phone. Like, I'm not going to
She like, let me spit some bars real quick. Huh?
Listen, I ain't had nothing else to do. I heard Left Eye on Waterfalls. I said, what? I said, a female is spitting like that? Mind you, I grew up on Slick Rick. Like, I grew up on Andre 3000. Like, I grew up on all the old Ghetto Boys.
You
like,
naming all the lyricists right there. Them
listen,
artists right there spit.
They spit. I grew up on that, but to hear a female spit like that, and it wasn't about, like, her pussy. Like, it wasn't about, like, it wasn't Trina. Like, I'm not bagging them at all. Like, I love their music. Like, I take a lot from it, but at the same time, like, she was spitting some real shit. She was a female. Like,
that's real.
And for me, that was an eye-opener. Like, hold on. Like, if I could put some words together, like I could do that. So ever since then, I started writing. In high school, I was like, like I ain't got nothing better to do. Like I might not have a phone for much longer, so I might as well put something up. Like
That's real.
I get on Facebook, post my little videos of me just rapping, like little like 16 or a 12, whatever the case may be. Like just get that off on like a Big Sean track, a Nicki track, a Drake track. Like that was what I was listening to at the time. I still listen to that at the same time, like to an extent. So it's like I was like, bro, I could do this. This past year, I was like, bro, I ain't got nothing to lose. Like I had lost everything, so I was like, music is something I keep coming back to. I watched the Nip interview. And he told me, like, Nip told me, I feel like Nip told me this shit, like, because I was watching it, like, at the right time. Like, rest in peace, Nip. Like, he was like, I felt like I was supposed to do music because it's the one thing I kept coming back to. It's the one thing I never quit. It's the one thing through everything that I was going through, like, I was still like, I might can do this. So he said, fuck it, and went full force. I said, fuck it, and went full force. I had no choice.
Man, that's real right there. Man, it's like, you know, it's crazy because, you know, man, the homie was telling me, like, he said, like, if you ain't at that place where, like, you ain't about to lose it all and, like, pushing for what you want, then, like, you ain't doing it right. You know what I'm saying? And, like, a lot of people take that, like, you know, it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not part of it. Like, when you invest in, like you said, I spent that change. You know what I'm saying? People scared to invest in themselves. You know what I'm saying? They scared to be broke. They scared to not have money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? But you, like you say, and that's why I respect Nip to the most. Like, he said, all money in. You know what I'm saying? All money in, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be that. And then, like you say, you spoke the left eye, you know, spitting, man. She was spitting bars on that. You know what I mean? On that fuck. She was going crazy. Talk to me about, like, who's some of your influence, you know, with the music? For sure.
Left Eye, one of the biggest, like, rest in peace. Like, she would have been so fire, like, if she was still here.
Right.
Aaliyah's another big influence. Drake. Like Slick Rick because of the storytelling, like Dougie Fresh because like I always wanted to make a beat from my mouth. Like I always thought that was so fire. Like he could create a whole track just from his mouth. Like the list go on, but like Notorious B.I.G. like I take a lot from him, but I take a lot from Eazy. Like I call myself the female Eazy sometimes. Newer influences, I would say Pop Smoke for sure because I tap into drill super hard. Like I listen to a lot of artists right now though, like how like I Flown Beast, Stunner for Vegas for sure. Like the Baby, some of my biggest influences right now as far as like captivating flows and punchlines and being comedic. Really like I listen to females like City Girls and shit like that, but that'd be more from like my fun and my entertainment. Like when I rap about stuff, I don't even think I rap about stuff in that kind of way. Like to even put myself in that category and say like they really influence me that way. Like they really turn up and they have fun. Like that's just my shit. But other than that, really like it's just a lot of male influencers for sure. Cause I feel like even though I'm a female, I feel like I understand males to a certain extent. Just from listening to the music and listening to Drake just even be vulnerable type shit and tell what the other side.
Even dealing with him.
And like just understanding, like having deep conversations, like heart to hearts and like understanding the underside of it. Like even though I may feel a certain way and like even though like I got these feelings, like your feelings are still valid too. And even though you feel a way, like it doesn't disregard how I feel. And we just gotta come together and figure that shit out type shit. So it's just like becoming an adult and learning, like that's where a lot of my music and shit come from. Like you gotta figure that shit out. And I tell stories and I let people in sometimes. And like sometimes like I have people hit me like, yo, I cried to your music because I was going through that.
That's real.
And I'll be like, bruh, like I was going through it too. So shit. I'm happy that you felt that. Like
that's real.
Yeah, but my influences, like, they range. Like, I could go, that's all my hip-hop influences and shit like that. Like, I could tell you more about pop. Like, I could tell you more about, like, I listen to country for real.
That's
like,
real.
I listen to rock music. Like, I could sit and cry to goddamn Bohemian Rhapsody because my dad sat down and broke it down to me. And he went through all the lyrics and he told me, like, it was about, like, their mother and then, like, someone, like, dying, like, just going through the whole, like, situation and then listening to the music and then getting chills after I done heard the song so many times. Like, it's just even, like, having a respect for Elton John, like, in the talent that he is, like.
Man, that's real.
So, yeah, it ranges far. I listen to opera, too.
Man,
like.
That's real. And then, like, you know, one thing I noticed, like, man, you versatile. Like you say, like, man, not only do you sing, but like, I'm like, hold on, she rap and she dropping bars. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing, man. Talk to me like, how important is it, to be versatile in the music game? Because like you say, you so many influences from pop to, country. How how important is that?
It is so important. And I think it's important because there aren't a lot of me's. Like there aren't a lot of people that care about the other genres.
That's real.
That's why, like, when I tell people I'm genreless, they get mad. They get real mad. They be like, nah, like, you do R&B the best. Like, da-da-da. I'll be like, nah, man. I was like, I got people that wouldn't even fuck with my R&B shit. They just want to hear me spit a 16. I was like, and I got a fan base out there that I ain't even tapped into yet that is really ready to hear me on some Carrie Underwood shit. They really they ready to hear me slash some tires in. I dug my key into his yeah, bro. Like it's some people really waiting for that.
That's real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm genreless, and I feel like there's so many people that want to put you in a box. There's so many people that want to say you can't be good at multiple things because you're gonna fail at most. You're gonna be mediocre at most. You can't be an expert at a lot of things. And people, I'm gonna tell you something corny as hell. I ain't never told nobody this. I used to play this game when I was young. I never had a phone, so I had to play computer games. So I was on this game. It's called like Virtual Family or something like that. But the way the game worked was everybody was on an island.
Right.
They ain't have shit. But listen, it's kids. They having babies.
Right.
They ain't have shit on this island. But the goal of the game was to create a big community that had everything.
Right.
And by the end of that game, I had a community every time.
That's
I made
real.
and the thing about it was you had to make them go to work. Like I had to take my little person, drag him to the workstation, make him go to work every day, make him become an expert. But once he was an expert at that one thing, I could take him to the next workstation. So he went from being a doctor to a scientist to a mathematician. He became the teacher of the village. He taught his daughter how to be the teacher of the village. His wife became the healing person. So whenever somebody got sick, they went straight to her. By that time, I had 20 people in that village. Mind you, I'm like 10. I'm like 10, let me like... But as an adult, I'm looking back and it was really something fundamental because just from them learning all those different skills and being just one person, it allowed them to multiply that through their kids. It allowed their kids to multiply that through and create this community that can be self-sufficient. They don't need for nothing because they don't outsource. The healer over there, mom is the healer. What you talking about? Dad, the teacher. What you talking about? Ain't he the scientist? What is you talking about? Like, oh, you needed to have a kid? The doula over there, that's grandma. Like, you feel me? Like, at 10, I'm playing some little BS game because I ain't got shit else to do.
Picking up game though from it though. That's real.
But as I look back on it, I'm like, created taught somebody how to fish. They ain't give nobody nothing. Like it was like you gotta get to expert level 10 in order for them to be able to practice medicine. Mm-hmm. Otherwise your village gonna die. Like
That's real. That's real.
And there's no other doctors for it. So you gotta figure out how to do it. That's why I'm like, I have to be versatile. I gotta be able to do everything because you get washed out.
That's real.
At some point, somebody's gonna come and take your spot. Can't nobody take my spot because I'm bouncing all over the place. I don't have a spot like this. It's at the top regardless. And whatever I do, I don't have a spot that you can take. You feel me? Like I'm bouncing all over the place. I'm versatile. You can't put me in no box. Like I can be better at you than that. No, I want you to be better than me at that. I want you to get better, okay? Because once you get better, and I made you better, and I'll put you in that spot. I'm on to the next thing.
Come on.
You feel me? I'm on to help somebody else be better at something else. You dig? Like, nah, it's important to be versatile. Don't ever let nobody put you in no box. Don't ever let nobody tell you can't do more than one thing because you're not going to be good at that shit. Fuck that. My nigga, you can be good at 10 fucking things and be a master at all of them and have 10 businesses and get millions from each of them. 10 million from each. 100 million from each. You a billionaire times 10. Don't let nobody tell you can't do that shit, bro.
Man, this
versatility
right here.
Versatility is gonna get you there, all right?
Come on. Man, that's real right there, man. Just like you say, like, don't let nobody box you in though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's very important. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, like people get caught up in like, I only can do this. Or if I'm good in this, like I gotta go with what I'm good in. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, work on that. You know what I'm saying? You can become good at that. Like, man, I really like what you was talking right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real, man. And I feel like, you know, definitely somebody need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, man, like you talked about, like, you know, even going back to the video shoot, like you said, like it took, you know, it took a village. Like you said. So talk to me about like how important is it to have the right village around you, to have the right people in your circle.
So really, like, I always knew it took a village to do something, but I'm the main person that'll take something head on my shoulders by myself. I want to ask for help. Yeah, I got people that in my corner, like, to this day, be like, bro, like, I'm there. Why you even ask me for help? Cause like I feel like I got it.
That's real.
And it be like that. But in reality, like, I'm starting to realize, like, having a strong, solid team around you, when you fall, you ain't gonna never really fall.
Come on, they gonna pick you up.
Cause they gonna pick you up and put you right back.
That's real.
And it's just a learning process. Like, this life shit hard. Like, it really is. And like, people who strong, especially like, I'm a single mother, so it's like thinking you can always like handle things on your own ain't the best way.
That's real.
It take a village to do everything. They be like, it take a village to raise a kid. It take a village to raise a brand. It takes a village to raise a person. Like, as a kid, like, you're still growing. So it's like, if you don't have that support as an adult, that don't mean it was supposed to leave you. Like, just because you became an adult, that don't mean that it was supposed to leave you. Even if it did, like, it's like, I found support in my friends. Like, my friends are my family. Like, wholeheartedly, like, my friends are my family. Like, everybody that I have around me, having a strong village, like, helps me through it all. Because I would have quit 12 times. That's why people don't succeed. People don't succeed because they don't have strong people around them helping them to see the light when they see dark. I see dark a lot. Like, to be honest, it'd be like, fuck, like, I told you, like, even though coming here today, like, I feel like I wouldn't have made it today, even for this person that I got right here, my business partner, like, the best person.
That's real. Shout out to Roger.
Shout out to that nigga. Like, that's my business partner. Like, that's the person that have my back through it all. Like, if I call him, like, yo, like, this shit feel like it's finna fall, he be like, no, it's not. I'm gonna be right there type shit. And he be right the fuck there. Like, it's having a strong village. Like, even like his friends that came around me that have their own personal goals and assets that they feel like can help me type shit. They even come, we a team, bro. Like, they hit me like, we a team. Like, you feel like some shit not gonna work, we gonna figure it out.
That's real.
And it's like, after a while, you gotta relinquish that control. It's about control. It's about control about your surroundings. I always want to control my surroundings. I always want to make sure I'm good. And I never want to put that onto nobody else, because the minute that they let me down, shit go bad. You gotta stop thinking like that.
That's real.
Like, the minute that they disappoint you, it may not even be for what you think it is type shit. So at the end of the day, like, I always have myself. I'm always my backup plan. You got to always be your own backup plan, but you can put your faith in other people. You can put your faith in other people. You can put your faith in your circle. You can put your faith in whatever family, whether that's blood or not blood, because having people around you to support you in that village, I wouldn't have made it through that video shoot. Like, I had people cancel on me left and right, do stuff left and right, still made it happen, still made it come out perfect. Like, even like just coming to today, like, this was so important to me. Like, my hair and makeup, like, I had so much issues just to get this done today. Like, and I'm still here. Everything came out perfect. And that's because, for one, I believed in God. For one, for two, like, I prayed to the universe. For three, like, I believed in my circle and I believed in the people, even though, like, I didn't cause some issues today. I ain't even gonna hold you.
That's all right.
I am not gonna hold you.
Man, that's all right. Sometimes
I didn't let my anger get the best of me. I didn't let my emotions, like, go there. My circle was still there.
Come on.
Still there. So it's like, even when you feel like you down and out, bro, like, if you feel like you got a person, a people, a couple people, whoever that's gonna be there and they rocking with you, hold on to that. They're going to hold you through it all. And that's how you become successful.
It's real.
That's how you become successful. Believing in your team, believing in your squad, believing in God, believing in the universe, believing in everything that you got going on, and just pushing through it all. Shit can fall. Shit can go left. But you going to get through it.
That's real. And like you said, like, I think it's important, you know, about hanging out with people like you say, because it's many times where you done face darkness, where you done seen dark times. And like you say, it's important to be with people in the light. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that's the problem with the world. Like, when you in the dark, because, like, I'm guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm doing wrong, whatever, like you said, if I'm acting up, I'm acting out of character. Like, them people in the light, you know what I'm saying? Like, my grams who I always call her something, I'll be like, nah, I ain't gonna call her today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I've been, You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's big, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing I remember my pastor just preaching on, like he was saying, he was like, Trail, like, you know, he was just preaching to the church and he was like, you know, like when you're in the dark, he said, it's like you going to sleep, like in your sibling, you know what I'm saying? He said your sibling looking in the closet and they like somebody in there, you know what I'm saying? But you know, once you cut the light on, you see it's just a jacket in the hanger, you know what I'm saying? But what he was talking about is like when you're in the dark, you can't see. And that's why you need those people in the light, like you say, to guide you right. You know what I mean? To get you through them dark times, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real. And like, I think that's like the problem with the world. Like, it's like this fake illusion. Like, you always gonna be happy. You always gonna be smiling. You know what I'm saying? That's what social media teaching. You always gonna be smiling. The music, it's your life gonna be like this, like that. Like, nah, like you gonna go through some dark days. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I like it because in the Bible, like God say, like, you know what I mean? You know, trials and, you know what I mean? Trials and all that, you know what I mean? That build endurance. That build your faith, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, man, when I'm going through it, I'm like, all right, God, I'm going to get through it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm only going to come out stronger, you know what I'm saying? So, man, what you touched on was like, man, that was real, you know what I'm saying? Like, you I can't wait for the world to hear this one. Like, that's real shit right there. And then, like, you know, you got the music video out, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's coming next now? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you sit on that or, you know what I'm saying? You gonna keep going?
I don't sit on nothing,
That's
to
real.
be honest. So I'm gonna give you the exclusive because I ain't even told nobody about
I get
it.
the exclusive,
I
man.
ain't
Resiliency
told
Camp,
nobody.
we on there, baby. Exclusive type.
So peep. Look, I gave y'all a music video. Dropped that October. I'm getting some stuff ready, but I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging like that. I got a little Christmas EP coming.
Ooh.
I feel like ain't nobody put out no good Christmas music in a minute. Like, I'm trying to do some Chris Brown this Christmas vibes. Like, Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, when they came back with them Christmas vibes. Like, I'm trying to, you know, do a little something, shake something up. So that's gonna hold y'all over in the meantime. But I got videos coming, like big ones. Like, I'm not even, I'll be looking out for little TikTok challenge. Be looking out for something, okay? Like, we finna get something popping, little viral, little situations. Like, we really going next level. I'm not playing no games no more with this music. Like, y'all gonna get it hand packaged and delivered perfectly. Like, how y'all been telling me y'all had this on replay. I need the same energy for this next song. Like, don't play with me. Like, EP coming Christmas time. We're gonna do 12 days of Christmas. We're gonna get it popping. I'm gonna be real active them 12 days. Y'all gonna get an EP from me. Like, don't play.
That's real.
Like, we finna do something like January 25th, my birthday.
Come on.
Look out for the EP. It's called Triggers. Don't even trip.
Man, we getting the exclusive.
Listen,
you see, I even
Pete.
wore Christmas colors. Like,
Listen, Pete, you got
I'm ready for the 12 days of Christmas.
He ready for the 12 days of Christmas. He got on the Christmas colors. Yeah, nah, Pete, we got something special working. Like, I'm really trying to get some music out for y'all and get some vibes out for y'all. Like, just make y'all feel music again. Right. That's it. Like, I just want y'all to feel again.
Right. Let me ask you this. Like, how hard is it being a female artist, like, you know, trying to be, you know, singing and in the rap game? Because, you know, I just want to know because, like, I know for me, like, because I feel like it's, you know, sometimes I listen to this female music and I'm like, man, I can't vibe to this shit. I can't listen to what they talking about. You know what I mean? It's not been, like you say, a left eye. You know what I'm saying? It's not been too many women that come nowadays and they stick. You feel me? Like, it's some shit like I want to keep playing this. Like, I want to keep going. Like, man, speak to that. Like, how tough is it just being a female and just getting people to rock with you? You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, motherfuckers they rather hear you rap than sing. You know what I'm saying? Because you got bars. You know what I'm saying? So just talk about that, man. How difficult is that?
This shit is so hard. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, it's not even like crazy hard just putting out the music. It's just navigating my fan base. Like,
right.
I got more men that fuck with me than women.
That's real.
And I just be sitting here like, fuck, like, how do I get the women to fuck with me? So I'm like, I hop back on my R&B shit. Like, I hear y'all singing with me, but it's like, it starts to get blurry. It'd be like, are you a rapper? Are you a singer? I'll be like, both.
I hear you.
And it's like, do I need to create a separate name? Like, do I just need to go by E for y'all to like respect the rap shit? Because y'all be sitting here like, when I tell you, I be having people confused. Like, I'll play one song and they be like, this is a fire, da da da. And I'll play the rap song and they be like, this you? I get it every time. I be like,
Right.
bro, like, it's me. Like, I understand it's different. Like, I understand, like, y'all are not used to this. Y'all used to the bubble gum, like, kind of
Right.
sing and kind of rap stuff. I do both equally just as good. I combine them sometimes I don't.
Right.
People just cannot like conform to it. So it's like I be sitting here like I don't know who my fan base is sometimes. Like I be sitting here talking to my manager like, bro, like how do I package an EP sometimes? Like,
Right.
do I put the rapping on there with the singing? Do I structure it a certain way? Do I do just rapping, just singing one? Do I market it one rapping, one singing? It'd be like, bruh, like, what do you
Right.
do? Because I'm like, some people, I'll tell you, like, some people don't even want to hear me sing.
Right.
And
That's
some
real.
people don't even want to hear me rap.
That's real.
And they stand on it.
Right. So then let me ask you this. My next question would be like, how do you find that balance? How do you find that balance with, you know what I'm saying,
village.
somebody who...
My village. It's my village. It's my people that sit around and tell me don't worry about it. The people are going to love you regardless.
That's real. Don't worry about who's supporting it.
The people are going to hear you regardless, even if they only listen to half the tape because they wanted to hear you sing, and even if they only listen to half the tape because they wanted to hear you rap, they're going to love you regardless. So it's like that's how I find the balance is my village. That's literally it. Like it's just that simple. Like having people around me. People like they say it's not good to need people, but you need yourself wholeheartedly, but you need people to a certain extent.
Oh yeah, you know, like
you need very great individuals, like very great souls that are tied to you, and they were tied to you from the universe setting in. It's just they found their way at this point.
That's real.
They found their way to you, so you need people.
That's real, and you know, like I always tell people, you know, like because I had to learn, you know, because I had that same mentality, like I can do it on my own, I can do everything on my own, I can do it by myself, and like. That's the problem. Like when you get that mentality, that's when shit start getting worse.
Tell me about it.
Things start getting darker. You know what I'm saying? Like for real though. You know what I'm saying? So and that's how the devil trick people. God wants us to be in relationships with people. He wants us to build that, like you say, that village. You know what I mean? But like the devil, like it's like I always tell people, and I attest to it, and I keep saying it over and over. Like the devil, like a lion. You know what I'm saying? If you ever seen zebras travel in a pack, they wait on that one zebra, right? I'm going to go smell those bushes over there. The whole pack over here, though. The village is right over there. But that zebra, like, let me go smell that bushes. Then what them lions do? You seen the Discovery Channel. They jump on them. They eat you. That's the devil. He wants you by yourself. He don't want you in a relationship. He wants you on that, oh, you can do it by yourself. You don't need God. You don't need nobody. You don't need your team. You got it. Man, come on now. I'm talking about days that got bad for me thinking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me about it.
I'm telling you, man. So, I mean, it definitely get real. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, outside of the music, you know what I'm saying? Is there anything you got going outside of the music that we, you know what I mean?
Listen. K. Clothing Company.
Okay. K. Clothing Company. You heard it.
Listen, go follow on Instagram. That's one of the, like, my business partner. When I tell you he got a vision, he got a vision. Like, when I tell you it's like young Nip making, like,
man, that's real.
Young Nip.
That's
like,
real.
I'm glad to be a part of it. Like, this is one of the dreams that I saw from part of my village. Like, one of the biggest parts of my village. Like, that's one of the things, like, to be, like, part owner, like, whatever the case may be, like, to see a brand come to fruition, to see something that's so big, like, that's something that I work on wholeheartedly outside of my brand, like outside of my brand.
That's real.
That's something that look out for it. K. Clothing Co. Look out for the storefronts. Look out for the website. Like look out for everything. Okay. Like outside of that, real. Like clothing company. Like I'm working on my own little t-shirt situation. Like custom t-shirts. Look out for that. Like bulk. Like I'm talking like you need your bridal party. Like you need your birthday party. Like little kid birthday, whatever the case may be. Like, you finna hit me, like, real soon. Like, once I get my computer back up and running, like, I'm running my studio full time. Like, it's on my home for the second, but once I get, like, a little space where I can actually do it, like, I'm trying to be the hottest female engineer out of Arizona. Fuck that rapper shit. Fuck that singing shit. It's a bunch of y'all. It really is. I'm gonna make it regardless. Because I write and I do this, but, nah, first female engineer out of here that mix, master, do it all. That's what I'm working on. Like my biggest stuff. Like right now, that's all my focus is on right now. Like I do my little side stuff, support myself, support my kid. But at the end of the day, K. Clothing Co., my custom tees, getting this music off the ground. Like, my biggest focus. Period.
Man, that's real right there. Like you, spoke about like, just being a single mother, talk to me about that and how that journey been.
So really like, Pete, you got two options as a single mother. You can struggle. You can be on welfare and go get Section 8 and do your little food stamp situation. Like, work your little bullshit 9 to 5 and try to make ends meet for your kid. Your kid gonna grow up, do whatever they do. They gonna thank their mother. You made ends meet, do whatever. And the kid gonna turn out however they turn out. Or you can control your narrative.
That's real.
And you can take your whatever dream that you had before you had that kid, go harder. You can literally take that fuel and literally say, fuck it. Like, I understand, like, as an entrepreneur, like, you have to have an income. I'm not saying quit your job.
That's real.
I'm not saying stop whatever you're doing. I'm saying don't stop your dream. I ain't stopped my dream, and it's getting me somewhere. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, once I let go of that fear, I have a tattoo on my back called Fear What You Don't Understand. Ooh. Fear what you do not understand. Push through it.
That's real.
At the end of the day, like, everything is scary. Like, everything is so scary because you ain't never done it before. Imagine being a baby. You just get pushed out. You don't know what. All you know is like pink walls and
That's
water.
Real.
You get pushed out into this world and you gotta look. You see all these people you ain't never seen before, and you just gotta get through it. You cry, you get through it until you become an adult.
That's real.
It's the same premise. Do what a baby do. Just figure it out and adapt. That shit gonna be hard. Like, I still have hard days. Like, people see my music, they see everything that I got going on for myself, and they think my life is whoo now. Like, you in there, like, everything woo, everything great. Like, no, bro. Not at all. Sure. I still struggle. Like, I still get frustrated. I still get them single mom struggles. Like, damn, like, I can't go party with my friends and stuff like that. But it's a bigger goal in the end.
It's real.
At the end of it all, whether it take me a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, it's a bigger goal at the end. Being a single mother, my son is going to look at me when he is 20 years old and realize that there was never a thought in his mind about not chasing his dream.
Come on.
Because he saw me do it from jump.
Come on.
He 2 right now, and he been in studio sessions where I done had to calm him down from crying because I'm like, listen, mama got to go record real quick.
Come on.
That's on patience. Like, he was in there for that. He was in their studio crying until he figured it out, watched his little TV show with the headphones on, and he got right with it. Your kid gonna adapt. You gonna adapt. If your family ain't adapting with you, fuck them.
That's real.
Blood is only as far as it go. Like, it's only as far as they allow it to seep in. If they not there for you and they're not supporting with you, I'm so fucking sorry. Your family's not there.
Don't
let it go.
You.
Don't let it stop you.
Come on.
I let it stop me from years, bro. Don't not let that shit stop you. Like, at the end of the day, you are a single mother, but what do you want your child to see? You want to see that you struggled that whole time and you never pursued your dream? Mom wanted to be a singer, but she had to take care of me. Mom used singing to take care of me. That's how you change the goddamn narrative, okay? She used her voice, she used her gift, she used her writing, she used her pen to take care of me because she realized there was a bigger picture, all right? So you got 2 choices. I ain't let that single mother shit stop me. It get hard every day. I cry to my friends. I call them spazzing. I go through my little motions, but at the end of the day, I know it's a bigger picture. My son gonna look at me like, whoo. My mama cold,
Come
bro.
on,
like, y'all can't even, he be at the high school, like, y'all can't even touch my mama. What are you talking about? Like, that's what I want my son to see. Like, y'all can't even touch, like, y'all can't talk about me. Like, either way it go, y'all mama not as cold as mine. Your mama live on welfare. Fuck you.
Come on.
she survive off of food stamps. My mama sing for a living and pay for the bills.
That's real.
So nah, bro.
No handouts.
No handouts. I saw this post. We all got a bad story. We all had trauma. We all got a sucky life. So what?
That's real. And then, like, one of the biggest things you mentioned was, like, fear. Like, fear what you don't know. Because, like, that's the thing about fear. Like, it knows you. fear know what you fear. You feel me? So it's like if you're afraid of the dark and you scared to be in the dark, your fear know that. You feel me? So it's always gonna be scary to you. You feel me? Versus you gotta find out what you fear, and you know what I'm saying, and keep pushing through that, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Conquer that shit.
Yeah, fear is part of the devil. Like I say that all the time. Like your fear is part of the devil. That shit is gonna seep into you. It's gonna tell you can't do it. It's gonna make you scared. Fear is part of the devil trying to stop you from your greater purpose. You always had a greater purpose.
That's real.
But even if you go back far into the Bible, he was trying to stop everybody from doing everything that they needed to do to get to the higher place. That's exactly.
He said, I'm here to seek and destroy. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
I'm here to destroy. I don't want you to have nothing.
Okay.
I want you to be broke. I don't want you to have nothing.
Okay.
That's what he say, steal, destroy, all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what the devil come here to do. And like you said, it's so much fear that, people let it, creep into him. You know what I'm saying? It's them roadblocks. And that's why I'm like, man, what you talking is real. You know what I'm saying? About just that, that keep going. You know what I'm saying? That's what stopped a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, like God had his plan for us. That's why I tell people all the time, he got this plan for us to win. It's us that be messing it up.
Yeah. I promise you, I mess up my blessings every day. I promise you.
It's us.
I promise you, like, I got blessings right in front of me that I will fuck up.
Come on, you closer than you know.
You closer than you know. And I feel like that's because I'm really at a tipping point right now. And I had to sit back, like, even today, I had to sit back like, yo, this is why you feeling so much negativity. This is why you got so much bullshit happening to you right now. You at a tipping point. Something crazy finna happen for you.
Come on, God about to bless you.
If you give up, you give in.
Come on.
You don't give up, you push past that boundary. Like,
that's real.
On some real shit, like, you're really gonna get there. Like, that's why I put it on my back. I had the biggest tattoo of my life. Like, that shit hurt. Sober. Like, biggest tattoo I got. These little ones don't mean nothing. Nothing mean nothing because I got that. Fear what you don't understand. Fear it, but keep going.
That's real.
Me and my dad got in an argument because he didn't get it. He was like, why wouldn't you put don't fear what you don't understand? Because fear it. That shit's scary as fuck.
That's real. Acknowledge it.
Acknowledge it. It might beat you down a little bit, but at the end of the fight, like, I'll watch anime and shit. You gonna always win. If you the strong, like, if you got that power within you.
Come on.
If you got that power within you, do you fucking hear me? Like, Legend of Korra, she had water. What? Air, fire, earth. She didn't think she could do nothing.
That's real.
She couldn't even master the last element. But in the end, what happened? You defeated every single person that had your worst interest at heart. You defeated every single succubus that came for you that tried to suck your soul out for the worst.
That's real.
And at the end of it all, like, you conquered. And from me seeing that, like, just knowing, like, as long as I keep this power within me, the moment she diminished that power, she started getting beat the fuck up.
That's real.
The moment she enhanced that power and got out of her own way and realized she was fucking up her own blessings.
Come on.
Whoo, Shorty was killing everybody.
That's real.
Shorty came back with a blazing fire. It wasn't nothing you could say. This is the last Avatar. This is the one that brought that back. Like,
that's real. And then, like you say, like, because that's the thing about the devil, a lot of people don't understand. Like, people think, like, when you come closer to God, when you start figuring out what God wants you to do, whether it's with the music, acting, teaching, they think, okay, now that I found my passion and stuff, it's just going to become easy.
It get harder.
The devil, like, come on, now I'm about to get feistier. Come on, just like God is jealous, the devil jealous. You know what I'm saying? He like, I can't let you have the success. And it's crazy because, like, like you said, when you got here, you like, dang, I had to go through this. I had to go through that. I had to go through this just to get here. First thing I said, that's the devil.
That's the
first thing in my mouth. I said, that's the devil. I said, hey, but I said, what I say, we're not going to let him stop our blessings. And it's like, it's just so crazy. Like, just sitting here, hearing you talk. I'm like, man, it's all God work right here. You just being here, you know what I'm saying? It's just all God's work, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's real. And like, people got to understand, like, when you going for something, when you trying to break generational curses, when you trying to change your family, change for your kids, man, the devil don't like that. He gonna test you even more. I got something for you. I got something for you. But like I say, going through trials, it builds your endurance. You get stronger. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon, okay? Rest in peace, Nipsey. It is a marathon. Do you hear me? It's not a race.
Come on, it's not a race. It's a marathon.
There's no turtles. Like, there is no rabbits.
That's real.
It is a marathon, slow and easy, okay?
Come on. Man, let me ask you this. So, just think about, where you started to where you at now. Like, what's been like the biggest improvement and what's something you still need to improve on?
I really feel like I just need to get out of my own way. That's the only thing like that's ever been my problem. I will anxiety myself to death, question myself to death, like insecure myself to death, like have everything that I need right in front of me and still be like, nah, it ain't gonna work. This ain't right. Like that's the biggest thing like I probably have to work on right now is like understanding my blessings. Because I have a lot of bad things happen to me. I take L's left and right, but I started eating them. But I started taking them to the chin. But I started taking them to the chin in a way that I couldn't accept my blessings no more. Like that's one of the biggest things I'm working on right now is not being numb. Like I'm confusing like humble with numb sometimes. Like
that's real.
In reality, I didn't even accept that something great happened to me. I just accepted that something great happened and something bad was coming right after it.
That's real. I seen this post and it's so crazy because I'm like, it's so true. They said like, imagine if you spent time reflecting on your wins as much as you do on your losses. And I'm like, damn, that's so true because like, I can even take it back, the football to winning the state championship. I didn't care about winning that state championship. Like, it was just like, oh, we won, like, cool. Versus, like, that loss. Like, that loss junior year, losing state championship, like,
because of the Tyreek situation? Like,
well, no. I was going before that.
Oh, you was going before that, huh?
But I was just, like, just giving an example, you know what I'm saying, on, like, kind of... when I won, it was just like an whatever moment versus like them losses.
It feel like a drug. It feel like a drug.
Come on, we sit there. Yeah. We sit there and reflect on our, on our losses. You know what I'm saying? Versus like you said, you can have something great happen for you, but you like, something bad about to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. And that's why I'm like you say, be your own biggest supporter. Like that's why I think it's important to pat yourself on the back sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you are your only supporter. You know what I'm saying? You got to look in the mirror and like what I did was great. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, them losses, man, they make you sit there and think, you know what I'm saying? For real. So
no, they really do. And manifestation is real.
It's real.
Like it's very real. Anything that you want to happen is gonna happen because you spoke that out your mouth. So I've been trying to curb myself. I've been trying to tell myself like, don't say you don't like something. Just say like something else, like more positive. Like don't say you don't want to do something. Just say, listen, I want to do this. Even though you don't, just say you do.
Right. Even when you're not ready, say I'm ready.
Even when you're not ready, say you're ready because the outcome is going to be so different. Like I really like the other day I had somebody very, very close to me tell me we are living in a parallel universe, and it didn't put things into perspective for me because I'm always thinking like I feel like parallel verses and universes are real. But like he told me we're living in a parallel universe. Whatever decision that you make decides which path that goes in.
That's real.
And all of those are predestined. It just you chose whatever path you want on. You want the negative one, it go that negative route.
Come on.
You want the positive one, you see that shit come to fruition, and that shit became real positive. So even though like I bump my head a lot, like I'm hard headed as hell, I'm still like trying to navigate that, and I play that back in my head every day because it's like whatever choice you make, have universe. Because it's already predestined.
Right.
It's already planned out for you, whichever way you go. But you still choose which way you go and how that outcome is going to become. Because it's either going to be negative or it's going to be positive.
It's real.
So it's like at the end of the day, you lose, like, don't control as much as you can. But like, take control of what you're doing, your life, your morals, how you feel, your emotions. Because that's going to help you in the long run. That's what's going to help you become successful. That's what's going to help you see that it's a marathon. That's what's going to help you see that growing doesn't... If you really look at psychology, you don't have your full adult brain until you're like 30.
And speaking on that, it's crazy because not even just having your full brain, but, I learned, through psychology, going to see, therapists and things. We, as humans, I think we only access like 10% of our brain. I think that's crazy because like, just imagine if you can just tap into, and that's what they talked about over and over. Breathe, do this, do that, talk to yourself this way, meditate this way, whatever, because just imagine if you can unlock, you know what I mean, more of your brain. You know what I'm saying? You can conquer anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like we could unlock part of our brain, and I'm finna get like real deep.
Man, it's
a little
all good.
bit for
Get
a
as deep as you
second.
want.
So I feel like we could unlock more of our brain if you really look at movies, look at magic, look at stuff like that. Do you think that's not real? Who just thought of that out of nowhere? Where did that come from? Who put that thought in one person's brain? It's like you cannot believe it all you want to, but you see it all the time. You see it even when it comes down to like mind control and stuff like that. There are people who have sat, Chinese monks, people who have sat and thought and researched and did everything they need to do to clear their mind, to access more of their mind, to figure out how to levitate.
Right.
To defy energy, because it's all about atoms and energy. When you go deep in science, like that's why I say, like, I can't remember the word for it, but it's like people who believe in half science, half God. Because it's like you can't have one without the other.
Right.
Physically, we're science. Spiritually, our spirit, our soul, that's God. Like, you can't explain one to the other, and they don't coincide like that. They just connect. How I see it, so it's like, at the end of the day, where did all this come from? Like, I'm not saying zombies are real, like, but at the end of the day, you go thinking further, like, okay, there's all these planets in the universe, and we the only ones here. There's more to life than just this regular thinking that we do. This day-to-day 9 to 5, going to school, get an education, raise a kid in America. Whatever. There's more to that. There's more to life because there's a universe. There's more out there. There's more spiritually out there. Like, once people start to tap into more of their mind, it's like you start to understand that it's bigger than this.
That's real.
That's when you can let go of the really little things. I'm learning that now. I can let go of the really little things, like relationship problems, like inconveniences that I'm having in my life, like little roadblocks I keep having. Like, it's taking me some time, but I'm starting to see that those things don't matter in the grand scheme of it all when it comes to the universe. And when it comes to having real relationships and bonds with people to the end.
That's real.
Nothing come easy at all. And that shit gonna be hard. It's gonna suck at some points. Like, it's gonna hurt at some times. But at the end of it all, like, having those bonds, having a village, having people that care about you. Because in the end of it all, you could be reincarnated. You could not be. You could just die and it'd be nothing. Like, you never know, because the universe is bigger than that. It's much bigger than whatever you think. So the more time you waste trying to think about all this other shit, you're not thinking about the bigger picture. Trying to unlock the rest of the 10%. Trying to unlock, get into 50%, 15%. Like, y'all think that movie with Shorty that unlocked most of her brain was fake? I feel like shit, that could be created by somebody that's unlocked maybe even just 5% more than we have. Because they saw what it can do. If we have this much of a brain, why is it impossible to unlock the rest of it? That doesn't even make any sense to me. It's impossible. We got all of it, but like, it's just nobody's ever done it before, so you can't do it. How many times are there things that nobody's ever done before that they've done? So no, there are people out there that have unlocked the rest of their brain. There are people that have really like figured it out, but those people get shunned. Those people you can't really speak. We get Dr. Sebi's and they're gone. Right. We get Malcolm X's and they're gone. We get Revolution. We get Nips.
And they gone.
And they're gone before they can really like, there's no reason he had a police reform meeting the next day and died the day before. Like, there are people that are trying to affect real change, and we have to do it quietly. Like, we have to do it in a manner that is acceptable so that we don't get shunned, we don't get killed, we don't get our money taken from us, our power. Like, it's a lot more. It's power in numbers, though. And that's my point in all of this. The more of you that listen, the more of you that go research, the more of you go understand your melanin and how it's connected to the sun and how people like us don't have it. The more you go really sit and just you can take my words for bullshit. The more you go sit and research yourself, there's power in numbers. When you have people that come together that try to affect change, we affect change. The problem is Malcolm X was doing it by himself. The problem is Martin Luther, like, maybe he had a following, but he was doing it by himself.
That's real.
There weren't people that were with him, behind him.
Really with it.
Really with it. Now we're really with it. I got my dogs getting locked up as political prisoners. Free Percy, like, he just got out. He just got a bond. Like, he got locked up for leading protests. There are power in numbers. Like, the more you realize this little shit means nothing,
it's real.
We affect change.
Come on.
And I peeped that. I'm learning it too. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It takes a long
Come on,
time
still
coming.
learning.
It's a long time coming. We're gonna learn forever, but each one teach one. I'm gonna teach you how to fish before I just give you some shit.
Ooh, come on. I liking it, man. Let me ask you this, man. So, cause I mean, man, you've been talking that talk, man. Let me ask you, like, 5-10 years from now, like, because I know we're gonna be sitting back reflecting on this, like, damn, you remember, I came in there and talked that talk and I spoke it into existence. Let me ask you, where you gonna be 5-10 years from now? What your life look like?
5-10 years from now,
What it's gonna look like?
I got solid placements. I got money flowing from my music. I don't have to work 9 to 5s no more.
Come on, we retired.
I'm as happy as I can be because you can only be as happy as you can be.
Come on.
Like, life gonna hit you regardless. I'm free, like, financially.
That's real.
I'm in a place where I can get up and do whatever I want, control my life however I want, but not in a control way, but in a way that if I want to get up and go do something, I don't have to worry about calling my boss.
Right.
Like, I'm free. Like, in 5 to 10 years, like, my son is running around, can ask for anything, do anything, but to be honest, he won't ask because he's so self-sufficient that he does it himself. He has a business by 10, 11, 12. He got a credit card by 10, 11, 12. Like,
come on, you talking.
Like, in 5 to 10 years, like, I see me having at least 10 businesses with my name on them, whether that's a 5% percentage, 10%, 11%, I own the whole thing, 10 minimum. And that's not over exaggerating. That's not shooting too far because this is passive income. This is how, I'm not going to say like these white people, but like, like, right. Y'all talk about these white people. These white people got the right idea.
Come on.
I was like, at the end of the day, Bill Gates, go look up that man and see how many businesses he has and drives a Prius because being flashy for what? Like, I see myself having my Tesla I want, keeping my little Honda, fixing it up, getting my old school like I want. Hopefully, like, I have a partner like that's really on the same page as I am and he got all the same shit. Family cars in the middle. We ain't even touched that yet. Like, that's where I see myself in 5 to 10 years. Like, really on some, like, solid shit. Like, continuing what Nip was trying to do. That's my whole purpose. Like, whole plaza, hair store, food, clothing store, studio on the south side. Somewhere close, like, where my community can come
on.
And build, and they can build in numbers. Like, and see that it's more to life than this little shit. It's more to life than this gang banging, this hard shit, this having to sell weed to provide for you and your sister, your mama, whoever the case may be. Like, I understand it, but it's more to life than that.
That's real. That's, man, this shit's so real. And like, like my homie Dom say, man, shout out to the whole Crown team. You know what I'm saying? Like, my homie will say, like, like he said on the first episode, this thinking back to the first episode where we came from is just crazy. But like he say, like, fuck getting a seat at the table. He said, let's create our own table.
Okay.
It's the only way. Fuck a seat at the table.
Create your own round table. Create your own round table always. Like, I tell my business partners, I tell everybody around me in my circle, we do not outsource for nothing. Like, we do not outsource for nothing because we can do it ourselves, even if you do not know how. I don't care if you don't know how. You better get on YouTube University and teach yourself. You playing with me? Are you playing with me? Oh, somebody said they couldn't do it. Do it yourself. Like, I'm that person. Like,
that's real.
Outsource for everything. No. Don't you ever wait for nobody else to make your dream come true. It's only ever going to be you. People going to help you along the way because they want you to succeed. But at the end of the day, something happened to that person. What are you going to do? Always have your own back and always never outsource as much as you can. I learned from everything I do. I will never be no makeup artist. But I know at some point I'm going to be able to do my own makeup. Decent enough to have my own interview when my makeup artist can't make it. Like, I'm never going to outsource. Be that person where I cannot get my song mixed to save my life. Like, people are not hitting me back. I did it myself. I didn't wait for nobody. There's a Russ out there. Russ does everything himself. If Russ can do it, why can't I do it? Like, don't outsource for nothing, bro. Like, and that's all I want to teach people. That's what I feel like I'm here for. Like, teach people to believe in yourself. And I feel like that may be why it's so hard for me to believe in myself. Because I got to go through it the hardest for all y'all. I feel like I got to go through it the hardest to teach everybody else how to get through this shit. Like, to believe in yourself, push through it, and be successful.
And the reason why you got to go through the hardest is because, like, you know, the old saying, you know, and I'm sure you heard it over and over and over and over. God give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, you know, and that's the thing. Like, when you call from God to lead his people, he'll make you walk different. He'll make you talk different. He'll put you through things because, like, he needs you to be a testimony for him. He needs you to tell people, I went through that. You felt my music? No, that's what I went through. That was my pain. I'm glad you felt that. Now look, you felt that. Now you can grow from that. Now you can learn from that. You know, and I think it's big, you know what I mean? So, you know, of course, God, like, and once again, like I said, when you chasing something and stuff, God gonna see how bad you want it. You said you want this, you know, and I think it's so true. And man, just listening and sitting here, you know, to you talk, man, I'm like, man, like, I'm motivated. I'm fired up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, I'm like, man, I ain't know you was gonna come out here and just, you know, drop all this knowledge. But I'm like, it's crazy. And like I say, it's all God's timing. You know, it's all God right here. Because like you say, like, you believe you was taught to share your testimony so people can hear it. That they're gonna hear it.
And that's
what
all
this
I
for.
want.
That's what this for. You know, beyond the music, beyond everything, they're gonna sit back and listen to that, you know, what you was talking about, man. Like, I'm very, very, you know, thankful and humble, man, that you came out here, you know, on Resiliency Camp podcast. Like, man, you know, just taking the time. Like you say, I just listening to everything you had to get through, you know, to get here. Most motherfuckers would have stopped the first incident. You know what I'm saying? When the first thing that, you know what I mean, didn't hit right or didn't go right, they wouldn't even came. Hey, can I reschedule? You know what I'm saying? So I really do, you know, appreciate, you know, having you, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, if there's anything, you know, you want to say before you go, look in the camera, man, tell your fans, tell your people, whatever. And one more thing, man, shout out to my guy Voss, man. He behind the scenes, but hey, he make this shit happen.
Listen. RIP. Shout out to my dog, Roger. That's the biggest part of my village. K. Clothing Co. on the way. Website coming up. That's one of our biggest projects right now. He up and coming. Like another superstar out of Arizona. Okay. Remember the name, Roger Smith. Okay. For 2, like, follow me on Instagram, Eryn Lanaie. Like, my Twitter, Eryn Lanaie. Wow. Facebook, Eryn Lanaie. I got a lot of stuff coming. I'm about to share a lot with y'all. Like, I appreciate you giving me this platform to show people who I really am, because I don't talk a lot.
Right.
People don't get to have these deep conversations with me. I don't let people in like this. So to have this intimate conversation and let people see, like, I'm more than just the singing, like, the video my ass out. Listen, you
hear me? Come on.
Pete, but nah, for real. Like, if anything, like, if y'all take anything away from this, like, I love my fans. Like, I love the people around me. I love my village. Like, I love my kid. Like, I love everything that I have going on. So don't take nothing away from me saying, like, I got hard times and I can't, you know. But at the end of the day, we all go through shit. It's going to be all right. And you're going to be successful. Because, I'm going to be successful. And y'all watching the journey. Like, this is just the first step. So stay tuned, for real.
Man,
thank
you heard it here first, man, from E, man. Go give her page a follow, man. What's the at, man?
It's Eryn Lanaie at ERYN__LANAIE. Eryn Lanaie.
Man, and keep running the views up, man. In a week, she already at 4,000, man. Keep running them views up. Then you got about 700, 800 likes, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing the damn thing, man. Shout out to your team, man. Shout out to Roger, you know what I'm saying? You mentioned him. He important in your life, you know what I'm saying? Solid dude, you know what I'm saying? From what I heard and, you know, just meeting him. You know what I'm saying? Part of the village, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to him as well, man. And once again, man, appreciate having you. Definitely.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much. This is amazing. Thank you.